Welcome back, everyone! We are live from Houston, Texas for night 2 of the King of the Mountain tournament, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big part of history. We are going to crown our first ever King of the Mountain here in Real Action Wrestling, and we have one hell of a way to kick it off. We are going to see Tommy Dyer going one-on-one with Joey Taylor, followed by Robbie Cutthroat versus Ricky Sabbath, then Tyler Throne going one-on-one with Dylan Mason, and Dave Barron versus Matthew Hayden, and we are going to kick things off in a very big way, where we see this man right here, who's had an impressive run here so far in Real Action Wrestling, picking up wins each and every time he steps foot in the squared circle. There he is. We got Tommy Dyer.
Questions, questions, questions. Everybody wants to ask questions of me. And you, good sir, have wasted your question on asking me why I believe I will be king of the mountain. Well, I don't believe I will be king of the mountain, sir. I know I will be king of the mountain. Well, isn't it obvious? I'm already king of the sky. I'm already king of the oceans. I'm already king of the rivers, king of the air. I'm already king of the plains. So why not be king of the mountain? But there is one obvious thing that makes it beyond shadow of a doubt, puts it beyond any questioning as to whether I will be king of the mountain, and it is simple. It is because I'm Tommy Dyer, and they are not. Climb the mountain, become king.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer ready to become the king of the mountain. But Tommy Dyer has one obstacle in his way right now, and that is Joey Taylor. I mean, Joey Taylor is a brutal, sadistic man. I mean, we've seen what he did to Charlie Hooley. I mean, putting him out of action for a week. And that's with nothing on the line, ladies and gentlemen. Just think, tonight, someone's going to be crowned the first ever king of the mountain. They are going to sit on the throne, and what they win at the end of it, not only will they become the king of the mountain, there will be a briefcase dangling above the superstars in the very last match, ladies and gentlemen. And inside that briefcase isn't only a certificate claiming that you are the king of the mountain, there is a World Heavyweight Championship opportunity for the one that walks away as the king of the mountain as Joey Taylor approaches the ring, ladies and gentlemen. There you see it. The lights have been out. The feeling in here, the mood has changed. The temperature has dropped for the fans to get ready for this man right here. Joey Taylor is making his way down to the ring here at King of the Mountain, live from Houston, Texas. I cannot describe the feeling in here, ladies and gentlemen. When a guy like Joey Taylor makes his way down to the ring, I mean, you can feel it shift in here. I mean, there's some sort of some sort of something that comes over the fans in here. It sends chills down your spine, ladies and gentlemen, when a guy like this, just look at this man on your television screen right now. Could you imagine standing across from him? I know I sure as hell wouldn't want to do it. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on night 2 of the King of the Mountain tournament. We had one hell of a way to kick it off for night 1. I mean, all kinds of things have happened. Surprises have been made. And if you guys missed it, be sure to check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It was one hell of a way to kick off the King of the Mountain tournament as we patiently await for Joey Taylor to make his entrance into the ring here, and we get going for night 2 of the King of the Mountain tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, we are going to see Robbie Cutthroat going one-on-one with Ricky Sabbath. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be one hell of a match too. I mean, this whole tournament from top to bottom is stacked, so whoever walks away the King of the Mountain, in my book, they definitely deserved it. As we are just moments away, ladies and gentlemen, for getting our first man to be crowned to move on to the second round of this tournament. Is it going to be Joey Taylor or Tommy Dyer? We're going to find out as referee calls for the bell here. These guys circle and try to size each other up as Joey Taylor now gets lifted up by Tommy Dyer, who just plants him back first into the mat there. Tommy Dyer looking to try to wear down Joey Taylor early, just try to work on that lower back, but Joey Taylor gets up and hits him with a stiff right hand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one hell of a matchup to kick things off. I mean, just think about it. Joey Taylor versus Tommy Dyer. Winner advances and gets one step closer to becoming the King of the Mountain. As Joey Taylor now just picks up Tommy Dyer. What's he planning on doing? Just driving the head of Tommy Dyer into the mat there, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got a cover. Joey going for the cover, got a 1, but no, not enough to keep Dyer down early on in this contest. Both superstars, ladies and gentlemen, just try to get that one up on one another as Tommy Dyer continues to work on that lower back with a back body drop to Joey Taylor, followed by a kick to the hand. There you see Tommy Dyer now working on the hand of Joey Taylor. Just trying to, take a little bit of his limbs away, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to make any advantage early on for this contest for Tommy Dyer as he can, who's now cranking on the neck of Joey Taylor. But no, Joey Taylor quickly gets out of it. It's Joey Taylor now just reefing on the neck, driving the head of Tommy Dyer off the mat. Now Tommy Dyer just screaming in pain as Joey just marinates in it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, he is a sadistic man. Joey Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, just a sadistic man. Like I said, just now torquing on the face, just raking the eyes of Tommy Dyer. Tommy Dyer now, you can hear him screaming in pain here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Joey Taylor now picking him up off his feet and driving him down with a sit-out powerbomb, ladies and gentlemen. What a great move by Joey Taylor there. Now hitting him with a stiff forearm, followed by another stiff forearm, just really driving in, but Tommy Dyer sees that one coming and takes him down with a snapmare, ladies and gentlemen, and now working on the neck of Joey Taylor. Tommy Dyer really working the neck of Joey Taylor right now, but Joey Taylor's up on one foot as he's trying to get out of this, and he's trying to get out, and he just drives the elbow into the midsection, followed by another one and breaks the hold. Now Joey Taylor hits with a stiff right hand, but Tommy Dyer sees the second one coming, ladies and gentlemen. Now he's just working on the neck, followed by a stiff right hand, driving Joey Taylor down to the mat. I mean, honest to God, this has been one hell of a matchup so far, and we are just getting started for night 2 of the King of the Mountain tournament. So there you see Tommy Dyer now just driving the elbow into the midsection there. Actually, sorry, it was the chest of Joey Taylor. There you see Tommy Dyer now trying to get something going, driving the back into the mat yet again. Tommy Dyer really working on the lower back of Joey Taylor early on. Now it looks like Tommy Dyer's looking to end this, trying to set him up for a pile driver, I'm assuming, ladies and gentlemen. But no, Joey Taylor sees him coming, hits him with a stiff right hand. But Tommy Dyer now Irish whips him into the turnbuckle, followed by a clothesline. We got Tommy Dyer going for a cover. We got a 1. No, Joey Taylor not even down for a 2 count, and you're going to see the look on Tommy Dyer's face that he's completely blown away. Tries to hit him with a stop, but no, Joey Taylor quickly fires one back of his own. Now tosses Tommy Dyer over the top rope, followed by a stiff forearm. Joey Taylor all over Tommy Dyer and planting the head into the mat right now. What a DDT, just hanging him over the middle rope, driving the head of Tommy Dyer into the mat. This match has most definitely did not disappoint so far. These two superstars going at one another. There you see Tommy Dyer landing some stiff elbows to the jaw of Joey Taylor. As Tommy Dyer now just taking a second. That is something you should not do, and it's definitely turn your back on a man like Joey Taylor. But Tommy Dyer has all the confidence in the world that he is going to leave here tonight victorious as he just rakes the back of Joey Taylor. And Tommy Dyer is going to leave victorious and become the first ever King of the Mountain. But he has to get through this man right here, and that is no easy task as Tommy Dyer just lays a beautiful suplex. Joey Taylor now just leaning on the mat, just holding that lower back, now cranking the neck. I have to say, Tommy Dyer has taken a different approach to this match. He has definitely been working on the limbs, the upper body, the hand, the neck, the lower back, anything that can become his advantage later on in this matchup. And Joey Taylor kicked out of that one, ladies and gentlemen. Joey Taylor now. Joey Taylor doesn't seem like he's himself here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what it is, but Joey Taylor, he's pretty sadistic, and like I don't want to eat my words, which I probably will a bit later on, but it's funny that he's not biting the face of Tommy Dyer right now. But Joey Taylor, there you see him getting back to his feet, taking the legs out from Tommy Dyer, now picking him back up to his feet, but Tommy Dyer sees him coming, throws him over the top rope. Tommy Dyer now pulling him back in the hard way, just giving him a hip toss over the top rope. Tommy Dyer now picking him back up to his feet. Tommy Dyer now on the receiving end of a beating of Joey Taylor. Landed a beautiful enziguri as Tommy Dyer's now trying to pull himself up to the top rope just to kind of get his legs back from underneath him. But Joey Taylor hits him with a stiff right hand, driving him down to the hardwood floor. That padding is just a thin padding, ladies and gentlemen. I was down there earlier for the walkthrough, just making sure everything was supposed to be where it's at. And that padding, it's not thick at all, ladies and gentlemen, not at all. So these superstars are really feeling the brunt end of any fall, any move that is delivered on them. These guys are feeling almost 110% of it, ladies and gentlemen. As there you see Joey Taylor now working on the neck, just choking Tommy Dyer with that top rope, just choking him as the referee just looks on. Why he's not breaking it up, I have no idea. But then again, would you want to tell Joey Taylor to stop? I don't think so. As he gets Tommy Dyer back up to his feet, lands a stiff right jab, followed by another right jab. Tommy Dyer looks to be on Dream Street here, but no, Tommy Dyer gets his wits about him and tries to get him up. And beautiful, beautiful hip toss by Tommy Dyer, who just soaks it up here in Houston, Texas. Tommy Dyer, ladies and gentlemen, a very impressive superstar, but so is Joey Taylor. You cannot count out a guy like Joey Taylor. This guy could end a match, if not end your career, if he sees fit. As Tommy Dyer Irish whips him into the turnbuckle now. Tommy Dyer kind of sizing him up. Tommy Dyer's got Joey Taylor just driving him shoulder first into that hard ring post. Oh my God, the shoulder of Joey Taylor. And now Tommy Dyer picking him up and slamming him down to the mat. There you see Tommy Dyer now just yelling at Joey Taylor, going for a cover. We got a cover now. We got a 1, 2, but no, Joey Taylor gets the shoulders up at 2, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer just looking on in complete disbelief here. He cannot even figure it out. I don't blame him. I don't know how Joey Taylor, after taking that ring post to the shoulder, just didn't stay down for the 3, and a beautiful net breaker by Tommy Dyer. Tommy Dyer now, like I said earlier, still working on that neck, still working on the upper body of Joey Taylor as he cranks on that neck. But Joey Taylor is not going to take that laying down, getting back to his feet here, working on the midsection of Tommy Dyer, laying some stiff elbows. Joey Taylor going for a quick roll-up. That's how he defeated James Drake, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 1, 2, and no! That's how he defeated the wingman for AEW, JD Drake, James Drake. He got beat up by a roll-up, ladies and gentlemen. Tried to pull the same move here on Tommy Dyer, but Tommy Dyer definitely seen that one coming, and now he is choking. Now he is choking Joey Taylor, trying to get him to submit here, folks. Just cranking on the neck of Joey Taylor, but I don't think he's going to make a guy like Joey Taylor submit. I don't believe it, as he is cranking on the neck right now. Just cranking on the neck, but Joey Taylor now, look at the strength of Joey Taylor. Picking him up and slamming him down to the mat. What strength being displayed by Joey Taylor. Goes for another quick roll-up. We got a cover. We got a 1, 2, and no! Tommy Dyer kicking out again. Joey Taylor really trying to pull one out here with the roll-ups. As it worked for him before, why not see if it'll work again? But Tommy Dyer definitely did his homework, and that one there looked like it split him open, ladies and gentlemen. That looked like it split open Joey Taylor as Tommy Dyer just soaking it all in. Just putting a little bit of salt in the wounds here, folks. Tommy Dyer landing a stiff right hand, knocking Joey Taylor back down to the outside. And Tommy Dyer is in pursuit. Tommy Dyer wants to try to put this one away here, folks. As wait just a second, there he does. He picks him up, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? He's going for a suplex to the hardwood floor. Like I said earlier, it's just thin padding down there. Just continuing to work on that lower back of Joey Taylor. But Tommy Dyer firing Taylor into the ring here. As there you see Dyer now just driving the elbow across the throat of Joey Taylor as the referee still makes his count to the outside here. As Tommy Dyer better get back in that ring. Tommy Dyer now picking up Joey Taylor here, folks. Picking him up and driving the knee into the back, followed by another neck breaker. Oh my God, we got a cover now. Is that going to be it? We got a 1, 2, No, Joey Taylor kicking out before the 3 count, and Tommy Dyer cannot believe it. Tommy Dyer cannot believe that Joey Taylor got it out of that 3 count, as Tommy Dyer's looking to fly here, folks, calling Joey Taylor back to his feet, egging him to get back to his feet, as Tommy Dyer now takes a leap and double axe handle smash to Joey Taylor. Now Tommy Dyer looking to just put this one away here, folks. Just looking to put this one away. Tommy Dyer now picking him up. Looks like he's going for that white privilege pile driver, and it lands, ladies and gentlemen, the white privilege pile driver. Tommy Dyer connecting there. You see on the real action replay, folks, the head and the neck. Just look at his head, just driving it right into the mat here. That has to be it. Tommy Dyer not taking any precautions, pulling him away from the rope. We got a cover now, folks. We got a 1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer advances to the second round of the King of the Mountain tournament, defeating Joey Taylor in what was one hell of a match to kick things off. Give credit to Joey Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, but like I said earlier, I think something was going on with Joey Taylor. He just didn't seem like himself here tonight, folks. He will definitely be evaluated when he heads to the back. But ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Tommy Dyer, who just wipes the hands clean after defeating a man like Joey Taylor. What a hell of a victory. Big congratulations going out to Tommy Dyer, who advances to the next round. And ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the bracket. There you see Tommy Dyer has advanced into the next round. And up next, you're going to see Robbie Cutthroat going one-on-one with Ricky Sabbath. But before we do, let's see what Robbie Cutthroat had to say about the King of the Mountain tournament here tonight.
There ain't no mountain high enough. There ain't no jobber low enough to go balls deep at the feet of the icon. You like that kind of rap, R-A-W? You like those kind of tunes? Then you're gonna love the Cold Cock Super Punch, and you're gonna love my balls deep DDT, and you're gonna love getting butt pounded by the demigod of professional wrestling. There's not enough room at the top. So Robbie Cutthroat's climbing that ladder, gonna make himself king of the mountain, and any jobber that's up there, you're getting knocked down, because I'm seizing my rightful place. And this, my friends, this pay-per-view is the perfect opportunity. Demigod, icon, and king of the mountain. You're looking at him. Don't get it twisted. And don't think for a second it ain't gonna happen. This ain't a prediction. This is a prophecy. And you can take that to the bank. My name ain't Robbie Cutthroat. And everybody knows I'm Robbie Cutthroat.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat locked and loaded and ready to become the king of the mountain. Robbie Cutthroat has had a little bit of a beef going on with Dylan Mason as of late. I mean, attacking each other before the matchup. I mean, just last In Your Host, we saw Dylan Mason attack Robbie Cutthroat with a steel chair in the back, causing Robbie not being able to compete against the man he's fighting here tonight, Ricky Sabbath. I mean, this match was already supposed to take place on In Your Host, but it couldn't happen because Dylan Mason stepped in and beat Robbie Cutthroat with a steel chair. And I know right now Robbie Cutthroat is not going to let that slide, but thankfully we had some talent on hand, like we always do, ladies and gentlemen, and Gabe Ruth stepped up to the plate, but he came up short against Ricky Sabbath. And there you hear the crowd here in Houston, Texas here tonight. Not a big fan of Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen, but whether you like him or not, Robbie Cutthroat can get the job done. And before you know it, by the end of this one, you never know, Robbie Cutthroat just could leave here tonight of Houston, the king of the mountain, as we patiently await the arrival of his opponent, Ricky Sabbath, ladies and gentlemen, who is 1-0 since coming to Real Action Wrestling, getting an impressive victory over a big man, Gabe Ruth, who had at least 40 to 50 pounds and a different advantage in height as well, ladies and gentlemen. And Ricky Sabbath went through him. But before tonight's matchup, let's see what Ricky had to say before coming into the pay-per-view of King of the Mountain.
See, last week in my debut, I proved that I can adapt and still conquer any enemy that is put in front of me. See, that brings me to this week, the King of the Mountain. See, I'm going to be in the tournament, and that is one attribute that a king has, don't they? They can adapt and still conquer any enemy, and I already proved that, so I got that going for me. See, what else do kings do? Kings come out there and prove that they can lead everybody that's under them and make sure that they're a dominant force. I've done that in my lifetime, in and out of the squirrel circle, so I've got that going for me as well. And kings, they also demand respect. And that is another similarity between me and a king, isn't it? I go in there each and every week, whether they respect me at first or not. When it's all said and done, they do respect me because they know nobody can go in there and put a fight like the outlaw Rick Sabbath. And I'm going to continue to do that in my career in this week until I become king. And kings also, they show that they're powerful. And yes, I may not be as big as some of the wrestlers, but each and every week, did you ever hear that saying? He is stronger than he looks. I am the fucking definition of that. So, when it's all said and done, I will not only prove to everybody in Real Action Wrestling, I will prove everybody, the whole entire wrestling world, that I went in there, the king of the mountain, and walked out as king. And yes, I already got the ink, so it's time to make it reality.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Sabbath also all geared up and ready to go to become the first ever king of the mountain. But he has to get through Robbie Cutthroat, which is not going to be an easy task. But the way that the Outlaw can fight, ladies and gentlemen, after what I've seen him do against Gabe Ruth, this man has the heart to do anything. He is unstoppable as he makes his way down to the ring here, folks. The Houston crowd really getting behind the Outlaw Ricky Sabbath here, ladies and gentlemen, as we are just moments away to see who's going to advance to the next round of the King of the Mountain tournament. But also coming up, ladies and gentlemen, up next we are going to see Dylan Mason going one-on-one against Tyler Throne for the very first time here in Real Action Wrestling. And also we are going to see Dave Barron going one-on-one with Matthew Hayden. This match is going to be one hell of a matchup here tonight, folks. The card is stacked top to bottom, but at the end, someone's going to leave the King of the Mountain and someone's going to go home just that much shorter. And an opportunity slipped through their fingers here in Real Action Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, there is a lot on the line as we are moments away from getting this matchup going here. Both superstars are ready to go as the referee brings them to the center and calls for the bell. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got Robbie Cutthroat kicking the midsection of Ricky Sabbath now. Toss him in the turnbuckle, followed by a clothesline by Robbie Cutthroat. There you see Robbie Cutthroat just basking in the Houston crowd, ladies and gentlemen, just soaking up the sun here. Followed by a stiff right hand as Ricky Sabbath just seems to can't get going. But there you see an elbow by Ricky, followed by a clothesline. But no! Robbie Cutthroat took one, but Ricky Sabbath caught him on the other end. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can just bear with me for just 1 second. I'm getting... Wait, what? Just hold on a second, folks. I'm getting something from my headpiece here. Okay. Really? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is night 2 of the King of the Mountain tournament, and unfortunately, I had the displeasure of telling you guys the news that Channing Decker may have received a career-ending injury. The doctors are doing everything they can, but Channing Decker is not going to be seen at Real Action Wrestling for quite some time. And also, Joey Taylor has broken his collarbone, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be out between 4 to 6 weeks, maybe even longer. We wish these superstars a speedy recovery, ladies and gentlemen. One thing that we don't want to see here at Real Action Wrestling is someone to get seriously injured, ladies and gentlemen. We never want that for anybody. So, best wishes going out to Channing Decker and Joey Taylor. We cannot wait to see you guys back in action, and all the best moving forward. As there you see Ricky Sabbath now really taking it to Robbie Cutthroat here. Ricky Sabbath looking to line him up, folks, as he jumps off, hits him with a crossbody, but no, Robbie Cutthroat catches him mid-air here, folks. Ricky Sabbath seems to be in a little bit of trouble now as he just gets hung out to dry right across the throat. Robbie Cutthroat driving the top rope right into the neck of Ricky Sabbath, but springs back up as Robbie Cutthroat starts celebrating a little too early. Robbie Cutthroat definitely made a big mistake right there, turning his back on the Outlaw Ricky Sabbath, who now continues his assault, trying to now kind of working on the legs. Smart move by Ricky Sabbath, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to take out one of the legs, making it harder for Robbie Cutthroat to move around in there. As Ricky Sabbath going for the cover. We got a 1, 2, and 3. No! Robbie Cutthroat getting the shoulders up just before the 3 as Ricky Sabbath almost believes that was a 3 count. Ricky Sabbath almost put away Robbie Cutthroat early on in this contest as he picks him up, but no, Robbie Cutthroat reverses it and lands all his body weight down to the midsection there of Ricky Sabbath. Some good back and forth going on between these two superstars, ladies and gentlemen. This is only the second matchup. If you are just joining us right now, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Dyer defeated Joey Taylor and now advances to the second round, and we are waiting to see who's going to leave this one. As Robbie Cutthroat hitting a beautiful suplex there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a sold-out crowd here in Houston, Texas at the NRG Arena here, folks. I mean, this is definitely not the last time you're going to see real action wrestling in Houston, Texas. That is for sure. And we thank them for hosting such an amazing tournament like the King of the Mountain. Ricky Sabbath continuing this assault on Robbie Cutthroat, who seems to be on a little bit on Dream Street here, ladies and gentlemen. As Ricky Sabbath driving the face of Robbie Cutthroat into the knee, now telling him to get up, ladies and gentlemen, begging him to get back to his feet here. Ricky Sabbath looking to line him up right now, ladies and gentlemen, and try to advance to that next round. As there he makes his way, but no, Robbie Cutthroat sees it coming and hits him in the lower back here, folks, and continues to work on that back. Now hit him with a snapmare. Robbie Cutthroat really getting some advantage going on here, folks, as he's just torquing on that neck of Ricky Sabbath, who is up to 1 foot here. Ricky Sabbath not going to go down so early as he just rains right hands. Sorry, left elbows to the midsection, followed by a right hand by Robbie Cutthroat, who tries to get this back on his side. Both superstars now just trying to line up one another, as there you see Ricky Sabbath hit him with a midsection, followed by a knee, but no, Robbie Cutthroat tossing him across the ring here. Robbie Cutthroat, there you see, ladies and gentlemen, probably just gave every little bit of energy he had left, as the fatigue is setting in here for Robbie Cutthroat, who's hanging on the top rope. Ricky Sabbath looking to grab him, but no, Robbie Cutthroat tosses him over the top rope, down to the outside. Smart thinking by Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen. Really smart thinking. There you see Robbie Cutthroat now, just trying to eye him up, trying to one-up, but no, as soon as Ricky Sabbath enters the ring, Robbie Cutthroat meets him with a clothesline, ladies and gentlemen. There you see him on the top rope now. Robbie Cutthroat now, what is he doing, ladies and gentlemen? Robbie Cutthroat really, oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen, just admiring his handiwork from the top rope here, folks, just really pouring it on. What disrespect by Robbie Cutthroat, who's looking now to pick up Ricky Sabbath, and he does, and hits him with a beautiful suplex. Beautiful suplex by Robbie Cutthroat. And not again, ladies and gentlemen. There you see Robbie Cutthroat showing to the fans of Houston that he is the man here, folks. Honest to God, Robbie, give us a break, will ya? Robbie Cutthroat now going for another one, ladies and gentlemen. Uses the top rope for leverage and hits one of a beautiful suplex again. Robbie going for yet another cover, ladies and gentlemen. There you see him going for the cover as the referee right now is distracted by something. I don't know if a fan threw something or what is going on here. But Robbie Cutthroat now is back to his feet, and he is not happy with that referee, ladies and gentlemen, as he's going to have something to say here, as Ricky Sabbath is now back on his feet trying to figure out what's going on here. Ricky Sabbath now not knowing what's going on, but he takes advantage of it and slams Robbie Cutthroat face first into the mat. Ricky Sabbath capitalizing on the fact that Robbie Cutthroat was having an argument with the referee. Didn't even get a 2 count there, folks. But yeah, like I said, Ricky Sabbath really taking advantage of Robbie Cutthroat, who's having an argument with the referee, and that's just something you don't want to do. Ricky Sabbath now getting Robbie Cutthroat back up to his feet here, but Ricky Sabbath gets thrown down to the mat here, folks, by Robbie Cutthroat, who's now saying something to Ricky Sabbath, picking Ricky Sabbath up, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like he's trying to... That is a very different submission, ladies and gentlemen. But no, Robbie Cutthroat. I think Ricky Sabbath wiggled down out of it, ladies and gentlemen. Going for a cover now. Going for a cover. We got a 1. Robbie using the ropes. We got a 2. But no, not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat trying to use the ropes for leverage. But Ricky Sabbath kicked out just in the nick of time. And Ricky Sabbath now really laying on some punches. But Robbie Cutthroat firing one right back. These two guys really exchanging now, as Robbie Cutthroat gets taken down by a beautiful clothesline by Ricky Sabbath. Ricky Sabbath now getting the crowd of Houston behind him, ladies and gentlemen. Getting this place fired up as we got a cover now. Ricky going for the cover, but no, Robbie Cutthroat not even close to being put away here. Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen, just does not want to give up here. As Robbie Cutthroat really getting some stiff elbows driven into him by Ricky Sabbath, who's looking to fly here, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat seems to be on Dream Street here, and followed by a flying headbutt. A flying headbutt by Ricky Sabbath. The weight of Ricky Sabbath is just driving his head into the chest of Robbie Cutthroat. Now we got a cover now. We got a 1, 2, and for no, Robbie Cutthroat gets the shoulders up again. Just wow, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that was all she wrote. I thought that was enough to put away Robbie Cutthroat. But Robbie Cutthroat proving the fans wrong, that he has a lot more fight left in him here tonight. Ricky Sabbath now picking up Robbie Cutthroat. Sees it coming, hits it with a beautiful fireman's carry here, folks. Robbie Cutthroat now picking up Ricky Sabbath yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat really putting the pressure on Ricky Sabbath's neck here, folks. Driving him down, but Ricky Sabbath escapes yet again. Robbie Cutthroat eyeing up Ricky Sabbath right now. You can see them both going, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even want to know what Robbie Cutthroat is saying to Ricky Sabbath right now, who's leaned on that top rope there. As Robbie Cutthroat drives him down and just driving that foot right into the neck and the chest, ladies and gentlemen, of Ricky Sabbath. Robbie Cutthroat being very vicious here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, really putting it on Ricky Sabbath. As Ricky Sabbath now takes a shot to the midsection, followed by a balls deep DDT. A balls deep DDT, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat, that has to be it. That has to be it here. Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen, hits the balls deep DDT. Going for a cover, using the ropes again. We got a 2. And we got a... No, ladies and gentlemen, the referee seen Robbie Cutthroat using his feet and called it off. Robbie Cutthroat go for a quick roll-up now. Roll-up, we got a 1, 2, and no! Ricky Sabbath kicking out, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat gets caught by the referee. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, Real Action Wrestling has some of the best referees, and Robbie Cutthroat just took out the referee. He just took out the referee, ladies and gentlemen. The referee was looking over at the fan in the bottom row there, folks, with the yellow shirt on. Honestly, from earlier, ladies and gentlemen, that fan has said something. We're going to need security down there. The referee didn't even see Robbie Cutthroat coming, who just dinged Ricky Sabbath with that steel chair, now hiding the evidence, folks. Ricky Sabbath just got absolutely cold-clocked with that steel chair, but Robbie Cutthroat gets taken down by Ricky Sabbath, who's starting to turn it on. This must have pissed off the Outlaw, as now he drives the face of Robbie Cutthroat into the mat. The referee, ladies and gentlemen, trying to shake up the cobwebs, as he has no idea what just happened, but he knows something went down and he can't figure out which one it was. So this match will continue. Robbie Cutthroat now really getting some... No, Robbie Cutthroat now getting him down and hits him with another balls deep DDT. We got a cover. We got a 1, 2, and no! Ricky Sabbath kicking out of the balls deep DDT. Robbie Cutthroat doesn't have a clue what it's going to take to put down Ricky Sabbath. He's going for a roll-up now. We got a roll-up. We got a 1, 2, and no! Ricky Sabbath again! Ladies and gentlemen, I am on the edge of my seat right now. Oh my God, which superstar is going to leave here tonight? Ricky Sabbath picking him up and driving the head of Robbie Cutthroat into the mat. Oh my God! Robbie Cutthroat must be cold here, folks. We're going for a cover. We got a 1, 2, and no! Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie getting the shoulders up. Oh my God! What a matchup here tonight, folks, between Robbie Cutthroat and Ricky Sabbath. I have no idea who's going to pull this one off here, folks. Both superstars getting their moves in, and it's not enough to put one another down. Ricky Sabbath, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Sabbath just really getting on the end of it now, as Robbie Cutthroat has him in that submission hold on. The neck of Ricky Sabbath must be just in pain, ladies and gentlemen, and he's yelling something, ladies and gentlemen. The referee waves it off. I don't know if he tapped out or that's just enough. The neck of Ricky Sabbath just looked really awkward, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was a referee's safety call on that one. But Robbie Cutthroat will advance to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. What a hell of a match, too, for the King of the Mountain tournament. What a hell of a performance by both superstars, ladies and gentlemen. After the injuries, ladies and gentlemen, the referee has an earpiece in. I don't think he was taking any chances the way that Ricky Sabbath's neck just looked there, ladies and gentlemen. It's safety first here at Real Action Wrestling, and Robbie Cutthroat advances and moves on to be that much closer to the King of the Mountain. What a hell of a performance by both superstars, ladies and gentlemen. Big congratulations, I guess, going out to Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to see right now on the bracket, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tommy Dyer and Robbie Cutthroat. But up next, we have Tyler Throne and Dylan Mason. But before we get to the in-ring action here tonight at the King of the Mountain pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to have a special shout-out to tonight's sponsors. We have 3Dub, the Uncut Podcast, XVPW, the Extreme Alternative, and the Cut Up Crew, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to these guys tonight for making tonight as magical as it is. We just want to send a special thank you to them guys. But up now, we are going to see Dylan Mason taking on Tyler Throne. We tried to catch up earlier this week with Tyler Throne. We even got up to him tonight. But he just didn't want to talk, ladies and gentlemen. He is 110% focused on trying to get to the next round of the King of the Mountain, but he has a very difficult task ahead of him as he is going against the newly signed Dylan Mason. Dylan Mason making a huge impact since coming to Real Action Wrestling, attacking a lot of superstars here, and he's got one hell of a little bit of a feud going on with Robbie Cutthroat. I mean, them two guys are at each other's throats on a daily basis, but tonight, it's not about Robbie Cutthroat, it's about Tyler Throne and Dylan Mason. This one here is going to send another superstar to the semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen, where they are getting one step closer to becoming the King of the Mountain. Just think about it for 2 seconds, folks. We're going to have Dylan Mason and Tyler Throne in the same ring at the same time. I mean, if that's not a main event match, I don't know what is. But tonight's the night we are going to find out which superstar is the better man. As the fans get ready here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, tons of more action coming your way. Up next, we're going to see Dave Barron going one-on-one with Matthew Hayden to lock in the last spot and get to the semifinals here as Dylan Mason makes his way down to the ring, folks. Dylan Mason, one hell of a superstar. Real Action Wrestling is very honored to have this man inside our building here tonight. I mean, Dylan Mason shocks the world every single time he comes down to that ring. I cannot stress it enough. If you have not seen Dylan Mason live, you are missing out, ladies and gentlemen. And there's only one spot you're going to see Dylan Mason live, and that is Real Action Wrestling. Let's see what Dylan had to say for tonight's matchup, ladies and gentlemen.
There's so many people on this world with dreams. Dreams of getting the girl that always slips out of your fingers. Dreams of getting that big job with the giant pay to finally support the lifestyle you desire. Dreams of being a king upon a mountain and dreams of being a champion. But there's one dream in particular, one dream that's only for a certain individual called Tyler Throne. And his dream he cannot awake from. His dream is always happening even when his eyes are open. And that's the dream of being the GOAT, the best of all time. Because the moment Mason's name arose, the moment Mason's name was spread through the world like a virus, you were playing second fiddle to me. You were second best to the dream killer himself, Dylan Mason. But you don't see that. You don't want to see that. You don't want to experience that failure of your dream already being killed. So let me open your mind to the truth. Let me show you, Throne, what happens when we step inside of a ring for the very first time. A dream match for so many on this world. But fans don't know what they want. Because that dream of theirs that they want to experience, that dream will die as I am crowned the victor and you the failure. You're not the best of all time. It's just a name. It's a mask you put on your face like so many try to hide their shame. But now it's time for me to rip that off and show what is underneath and put you back in obscurity where you belong, Throne. Cause I'm the dream killer.
Just want to send a special thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for every single person who is watching at home right now, every single person that's in the building and the sold-out crowd here tonight in Houston. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the biggest pay-per-views that Real Action Wrestling has to offer. I mean, just think of the opportunity to the winner of this match at the end of it. I mean, just think about it. You have to climb that ladder and you grab the briefcase. Not only do you become the king of the mountain, but you get an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship whenever you want it. I mean, you could cash that in on any given night. I mean, the person who wins that wins twice, in my opinion. You get to call yourself the king of the mountain, plus you're guaranteed a World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, big things are on the line here tonight, and thank you so much for being with us as Dylan Mason just enters the ring here, folks. I mean, we are just a few short moments away from getting this thing going here. This roof is going to come absolutely unglued. It's going to come off the top, ladies and gentlemen, when these two superstars meet here for the very first time in Real Action Wrestling history. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Throne and Dylan Mason. And we are off here, ladies and gentlemen, as these two superstars lock up in the dead center of the middle of the ring here. Dylan Mason looking to get some upper body advantage here. Is he just leaning Tyler Throne over the top rope? Their referee going to break it up here, folks. Nice clean break from both superstars. These guys size each other up one more time. Now Tyler Throne goes to come in, but no, Dylan Mason quickly hits him with a headbutt. Followed by a devastating forearm, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Mason really kicking things off early, coming full tilt to Tyler Throne. Beautiful enziguri by Dylan Mason. Dylan Mason is one hell of a performer, ladies and gentlemen. He definitely has the potential to walk away as the king of the mountain, but do not sell Tyler Throne short. He is the BOAT for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Throne, one of the best superstars on the roster. Now really taking this fight to Dylan Mason. Really bringing it to Mason on this one, and that's something you have to do. You cannot let Dylan Mason get any sort of upper advantage on you during this matchup, because he can end it in an instant. And there you see Tyler Throne fighting off Dylan Mason as these two superstars continue to battle, and Dylan Mason just driving a kick to the face of Tyler Throne. But no, Tyler Throne taking down Dylan Mason now. Really good back and forth going on between these two superstars here tonight, folks. Dylan Mason now just tossing Tyler Throne to the outside as Tyler Throne tries to get his bearings, and Dylan Mason coming full tilt and just flies over the top rope. What athleticism shown by Dylan Mason as he takes flight and jumps right over the top rope down onto Tyler Throne. As you hear the fans here tonight in Houston, ladies and gentlemen, chanting, "This is awesome," and yes, it is Dylan Mason and Tyler Throne really taking it to one another here tonight as Dylan Mason just tosses him in the guardrail. I'm almost positive Tyler Throne's foot caught the end of the steel stairs, ladies and gentlemen, but it doesn't seem to faze him as he just knocks Dylan Mason right into the crowd here, folks. Tyler Throne landing a stiff right hand, driving Mason over that guardrail. As Dylan Mason not wasting any time getting back into the ring here as the referee was making his count. Dylan Mason taking advantage of Tyler Throne, got him up on the shoulder, driving the knees into the midsection of Tyler Throne. We got a cover now. Dylan Mason going for a cover. We got a one, but no, the boat kicks out, not even at a one count. Dylan Mason now working on the lower back of Tyler Throne. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Mason trying to wear down the boat, but Tyler Throne just knees him right in the face, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Throne really firing it back at Dylan Mason here. Tyler Throne now looking to wear on the legs of Dylan Mason. Each superstar picking a body part and working on one another. As Tyler Throne now just dragging Dylan Mason around the ring here, driving that foot, driving that leg into the midsection of Dylan Mason. You can see the look on his face. He's just screaming in pain. What a hell of a matchup it's been so far, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Throne and Dylan Mason never seem to disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. Any single time they are in that squared circle, they are definitely going to bring everything they can to the audience and the viewers at home. Dylan Mason now trying to get round on Tyler Throne, but Tyler Throne sees him coming from a mile away, ladies and gentlemen, and fights him off. As Dylan Mason does the same as Tyler Throne just moves out of the way of an enziguri. Now rains a right hand on Dylan Mason. It's like these guys know each other so well, ladies and gentlemen. Like they've been in the ring before. It's like they studied one another. They know what they're going to do before the other one even does it. As now Tyler Throne returning the favor, now working on the lower back of Dylan Mason. As you can hear this crowd in Houston, ladies and gentlemen, just standing on their feet here for Tyler Throne and Dylan Mason, who are continuing to do battle here. Throne trying to catch his breath on the outside, but Dylan Mason not even giving him a second, follows quickly behind him in pursuit, and Tyler Throne hits him with a vicious forearm to the face. Tyler Throne now, ladies and gentlemen, just getting work done on him by Dylan Mason here, who takes him into the announce table, and now just driving the face of Tyler Throne off the announce table. Now Tyler Throne quickly takes him down. Ladies and gentlemen, this is anybody's ball game. I couldn't even predict who is going to walk out the winner of this one. As like I said earlier, this is a main event match on every single level, ladies and gentlemen. As Dylan Mason now bringing this fight back into the ring here. Dylan Mason getting Tyler Throne quickly back to his feet and driving him back down with that forearm, that stiff forearm that Dylan Mason loves to throw. Dylan Mason tossing him into the corner now, but Tyler Throne quickly fights him off. Looks like he's lined him up, but no, Dylan Mason catches it and gives him a kick to the knee, followed by another stiff forearm by Dylan Mason. Dylan Mason looking to toss Tyler Throne out, looking to fly yet again, ladies and gentlemen. There he soars through the air yet again. Dylan Mason taking flight again, ladies and gentlemen. As the crowd here in Houston chanting, "This is awesome." Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is a good time to be a real action wrestling fan when you are seeing guys of the likes of Dylan Mason and Tyler Throne battling it out for another spot to get to the finals here, ladies and gentlemen. After this match will be the semifinals. One of these superstars are going to advance and the other will be sent home packing, ladies and gentlemen, as Tyler Throne now continuing to do the work on the lower back of Dylan Mason. Both superstars not willing to give an inch here, folks, as Tyler Throne now works on the midsection of Dylan Mason, goes for a right hand, but no, Dylan Mason blocks it and connects with a left of his own. Tyler Throne sees that kick coming, just driving Mason down, looking to go for a submission here, looking to make Dylan Mason submit here, but no, Dylan quickly grabs the rope, gets a rope break in. Good ring awareness by Dylan Mason there, who continues to fight off Tyler Throne. Both of these superstars giving it absolutely everything they have here tonight, folks. As there you see reversal after reversal from one another, as Dylan Mason now holding the arms, but no, Tyler Throne quickly fights him off yet again. Tyler Throne now Irish whipping Dylan Mason into the corner. Tyler Throne, ladies and gentlemen, now just driving that shoulder into the ring post, ladies and gentlemen. That move right there is exactly what it was that took out Joey Taylor just last night on night one. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we want to send him a speedy recovery. As you heard earlier, the announcement of some injuries that took place during the night one of the King of the Mountain tournament. Like I said, these guys are putting everything they can on the line, and sometimes it just doesn't go their way. We hate to see injuries around real action wrestling, but it happens, ladies and gentlemen. As there you see Tyler Throne try to submit Dylan Mason, who quickly fights off Tyler Throne, driving him down to the mat. What a back and forth battle by these two superstars here. Tyler Throne looked for a cutter, but no, Dylan Mason went for an enziguri and both of them missed. Both superstars missed him as Tyler Throne goes to get him, but Tyler Throne gets eaten with an enziguri that Dylan Mason tried a little bit earlier. As there you see Mason now picking up Throne above his shoulder, driving the knees. Did you see Tyler Throne bounce off the knees of Dylan Mason, who goes for that kick? But no, Tyler Throne sees it coming, and he's got him smack dab in the middle of the ring here, folks. Is Dylan Mason going to tap Tyler Throne, trying to make Dylan Mason submit, who's trying to crawl to the rope as the referee's asking him, do you quit? But no, Dylan Mason quickly fights off Tyler Throne. What a close call there, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that was it. I thought Dylan Mason was so far from the ropes, ladies and gentlemen, but the fight and determination of Dylan Mason, it wasn't enough to put him away, as Tyler Throne gets quickly met with a stiff elbow, followed by a clothesline to the outside. Dylan Mason doing a clothesline, sending Tyler Throne down to the hardwood floor. As there you see Dylan Mason just basking in it, ladies and gentlemen, just basking in this Houston crowd. As now he brings Tyler Throne back up to his feet as this match continues on the outside of the ring here. Tyler Throne and Dylan Mason exchanging blow after blow to the outside, but Tyler Throne throws him back into the ring here as the referee still makes his count. Tyler Throne now working on the back of Dylan Mason, lifting him up to his feet here, goes for a headbutt, but no! Dylan Mason hits a chin breaker. Dylan Mason now picking up speed here, folks, and just kicks Tyler Throne right in the jaw. Dylan Mason kicking Tyler Throne in the jaw, hits him with a stiff right hand, followed by a drop kick. What a drop kick by Dylan Mason, who now goes for a chop, but Tyler Throne quickly sees it coming, goes from over, driving the head of Dylan Mason into the mat. Tyler Throne, ladies and gentlemen, looking to end this one now. Tyler Throne going for a cover. That's got to be it. We got a 1, 2, and 3. No! Dylan Mason gets the shoulders up, just in the nick of time. I thought that was it. I thought Tyler Throne was advancing to the semifinals. But Dylan Mason had other plans, ladies and gentlemen, as there you see Tyler Throne in frustration, just cranking on the neck of Dylan Mason. What a bunch of close calls here tonight so far. I thought that was it as Dylan Mason now applies a headlock of his own. Dylan Mason ducks under, but Tyler Throne quickly hits him with a clothesline. Tyler Throne now picking Dylan Mason back up to his feet here. Tries to go for something, but Dylan Mason quickly fires him off. Dylan Mason stepping back now. Stepping back in this, takes him down with a sling blade. Dylan Mason now picking Tyler Throne up to his feet, goes for his right hand, but no, Tyler Throne sees it coming. Tyler Throne now sees it coming. Dylan Mason kicks him in the midsection now as these two guys eye each other up. Dylan Mason kicks Tyler Throne right in the face. And now there you see Dylan Mason saying something to Tyler Throne. Saying something to Tyler Throne, who is bleeding profusely now. As Tyler Throne now tries to fight off. I think it's the adrenaline now keeping Tyler Throne back on his feet. As Dylan Mason hits him with a stiff knee to the face. Driving Tyler Throne back down to the mat. Dylan Mason now. Dylan Mason trying to continue this fight, trying to look to put Tyler Throne down. But Tyler Throne has some massive fight left in him. Tyler Throne goes to take him down, but no. Dylan Mason quickly steps to the side as Tyler Throne picks him up on the shoulders. Tyler Throne walking him over and just driving the neck of Dylan Mason into the top rope. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a hell of a fight on our hands here tonight. Absolutely stealing the show right now is Dylan Mason and Tyler Throne, as these two guys are still continuing to battle. Dylan Mason getting speed and now tossing Tyler Throne down, running and now just kicking Tyler Throne right in the side of the head. Dylan Mason going for the cover. That has to be it. We have a 1, 2, and no, Tyler Throne not done yet. Oh my God! Tyler Throne not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow, what is it going to take to put down either one of these superstars who continue to battle now as the referee checking on Tyler Throne, who has a lot of blood running down his face right now. Is the referee going to call it? No, he's not. And Dylan Mason adding insult to injury, just driving the head of Tyler Throne into that mat. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Mason making a statement, just driving the head of Tyler Throne into that mat. I can't get over that, ladies and gentlemen. Followed by a stiff knee to the face. Followed by the stiff knee to the face. And Dylan Mason is looking to end this now, ladies and gentlemen. He has Tyler Throne in his sight. Is he going to get it? Dylan Mason got him up and hits him with the Blood Eagle, ladies and gentlemen. He hits the Blood Eagle. Wow, look at that on the real action replay as Dylan Mason going for the cover now. We got a 1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Mason advances and is one step closer to becoming the king of the mountain. What a hell of a matchup that was between Dylan Mason and Tyler Throne. Both superstars giving it their absolute all, ladies and gentlemen. Blood, sweat, and tears has went into that match, and Dylan Mason leaves victorious here tonight in Houston. We are going to see Dylan Mason again a little bit later on, as he is going to go on to the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen, and will face the winner of Matthew Hayden and Dave Barron. But wait just a minute now. Dylan Mason is not done, ladies and gentlemen, as he just clotheslines Tyler Throne over the top rope. Wait, the referee's got to stop this, ladies and gentlemen. The match is over. What the hell is Dylan Mason doing? Dylan Mason continuing this assault on Tyler Throne. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what disrespect by Dylan Mason, who goes for a cutter to the outside. Dylan Mason adding insult to injury, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, there you see Dylan Mason just basking in it. But ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Mason is moving on. And up next, we are going to see who claims that final spot between Dave Barron and Matthew Hayden. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There you've seen one of the sponsors of tonight's event, 3Dub. Be sure to check them out. Go like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. As there we see Dave Barron making his way down to the ring here, folks. This is going to confirm the last spot. The winner of this matchup will move on to the semifinals to meet Dylan Mason, ladies and gentlemen. What a big matchup this one's going to be. This is the very last spot, and we have a monster of a man right now. But before this match gets started, let's see what Dave Barron had to say before coming into tonight's matchup.
Oh, hell, R-A-W, it is Mr. Elite Dave Barron, the Bluegrass Brother, the Kentucky Thoroughbred, and it is just a knocking on 2022. Brand new year. Same old story. Mr. Elite setting a top on his glory. And he is the King of the Mountain. And what a brilliant, perfect name for a tournament we have. The King of the Mountain Tournament. I've had people coming up to me. Mr. Elite, do you think you're going to win? Why do you think you're going to win? Over and over. It's like, my God, you piss ants never learn. The question is not, why am I going to win? The question is, why in the world would I not? You know, I have had so many people left and right, and if you got half an hour, I will name every sad son of a bitch who thought he was going to knock me off of my perch on this mountain. And every single damn one of you out there know it, because every single one of you have thought at some point you were going to see me fall. You were going to see me tumble. You were going to see me off of my perch of greatness. And every goddamn time, I found a way to stay there. I found a way to get back there. And every time, you got just a little bit more pissed off. And every time, it made you just a little bit more certain, whether you wanted to admit it or not, that I'm exactly who I say I am. And I am the picture of greatness, and who in the hell else would win this goddamn thing? It sure as hell is not going to be first round opponent Matt Hayden. But hey, buddy, don't feel bad this time, because you've got company in not being good enough. So there's something for you. So as you all climb to great lengths to meet where Mr. Elite is atop his throne, I'm going to do my thing. And I'm going to have a hell of a good time watching you tumble off the side and fall where you belong, which is anywhere beneath me. See you guys in the winner's circle.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Barron, very confident that he is going to win tonight and become the first ever King of the Mountain. But this man making his way down to the ring might have other plans, ladies and gentlemen, as Matthew Hayden is one hell of a superstar. But before this, let's go and let's see what he had to say about tonight's matchup.
That's right. The Fanatic, Matthew Hayden, is here in Houston, Texas. And tonight, I start my journey to the top of real action wrestling. Because you see, tonight history will be made. 8 men will compete, but only one will be able to call themselves the King of the Mountain. My night will start by defeating Dave Barron in the center of that ring, and it will end with the Fanatic, Matthew Hayden, climbing to the top of that ladder, reaching up and unhooking that briefcase, and walking out of Houston, Texas, the #1 contender for the Real Action Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. I will leave every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears that I have in that ring to make sure that I walk out with the opportunity of a lifetime. And I'm going to do that for the fans.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Hayden is for the fans, and tonight he is going to try to become the first ever King of the Mountain. Climb up that ladder at the very end, grab the briefcase, and grab that contract that states that you can have a World Heavyweight Championship title match at any time you want. As these two guys get going here, we got Dave Barron picking him up and hitting him with a body slam. Dave Barron really starting off things early as he just sends Hayden off the ropes, followed by an elbow by Dave Barron. But Hayden is getting back to his feet here and just chops Dave Barron, looking to try to chop that tree down. as Dave Barron is a monster of a man. Matthew Hayden picking him back up to his feet here, trying to get momentum on his side, sends Dave into the ropes, but quickly jumps over him. But Dave Barron gets met with an elbow of his own by Matthew Hayden, who is firing up the crowd in Houston, Texas. Matthew Hayden, ladies and gentlemen, came to Real Action Wrestling just a few short weeks ago, had a hell of a debut, and Dr. Feinstein was so impressed that he made Matthew Hayden one of the participants in this tournament. Matthew Hayden trying to get the upper hand of Dave Barron, but Dave Barron starts to come alive here, taking down Matthew Hayden, now picking him back up to his feet here, followed by a clothesline, but no, Hayden sees it coming and reverses it, but Dave Barron also reverses Matthew Hayden with a fireman's carry. These two superstars trading blows. They know each other so well, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have been in multiple promotions with each other, definitely shared the ring a time or two, as these guys know each other like the back of their hand, ladies and gentlemen. That's why Dr. Feinstein made this matchup happen. Dave Barron looking to end this now. We got a cover, but no, Hayden gets his foot on the rope. Not even a 1 count. As these two superstars continue to battle, Matthew Hayden just fighting off Dave Barron. What a move by Matthew Hayden, sending Dave Barron down to the mat. Matthew Hayden now trying to do whatever he can to try to keep Dave Barron down. As Matthew Hayden and Dave Barron continue this fight from one another, and Dave Barron taking him down with a clothesline, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Barron, one of the most strongest men on the roster, showing his strength here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Barron, look at him raining down some stiff kick to the corner. Matthew Hayden is in a very bad spot as Dave Barron just stomping a mud hole in Matthew Hayden right now. Picking him back up, ladies and gentlemen, there, and is sending him across the ring. There's that power that I told you about just a few minutes ago, ladies and gentlemen. Just tossing Matthew Hayden like he is just a little kid. I mean, Matthew Hayden, ladies and gentlemen, is a big dude, and Dave Barron just sending him across the ring, just displaying that power. As Matthew Hayden and Dave Barron now continue to fight to the outside. Matthew Hayden tries to pick him up, but no. Dave Barron picks him up, and Matthew Hayden's leg hitting the steel steps, ladies and gentlemen. That's the last thing we need, ladies and gentlemen, is another injury. But wait, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Ladies and gentlemen, just give me 1 second. I am getting news in my headpiece here, in my earpiece. Just give me 1 second. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, it's come to my attention that we have suffered yet another injury here at Real Action Wrestling. Dylan Mason has just put Tyler Throne out to 4 to 6 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Throne has gone to the Houston hospital, and that is the news that Dr. Feinstein is getting right now, that he is relaying to me, that Tyler Throne is not going to be with us just for a few weeks, ladies and gentlemen. We hope him a speedy recovery. I mean, this tournament has been hard on every single person that's been in it so far. I mean, a lot of injuries on night 1, and now we just have one on night 2, ladies and gentlemen. There you see Dave Barron now raining stiff right hands and a boot to the midsection to Matthew Hayden. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not for the faint of heart. These guys put their bodies on the line each and every night. I mean, anything can happen. As there you see Matthew Hayden with a beautiful neck breaker to Dave Barron. As we appreciate these guys, ladies and gentlemen, and what they do and what they bring to you guys each and every time they step foot in the ring. We got a cover, we got a 1, but no, Dave Barron kicks out. But like I said, give these guys, whether you like them or you hate them, ladies and gentlemen, you have to give them credit. They do everything they can to bring entertainment to you guys every single time Real Action Wrestling is on TV. And we just want to send a special thank you to each and every superstar that is here at Real Action Wrestling. As there we see Matthew Hayden looking to fly. Double axe handle smash, ladies and gentlemen. Firing up the crowd here in Houston. Matthew Hayden, a real fan favorite around Real Action Wrestling. And Dave Barron, ladies and gentlemen, has all the experience in the world. We've got a cover now. We've got a 2 and 3. No! Dave Barron kicking. Oh, just in the nick of time, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Barron getting the shoulder up just in the nick of time. Wow, I thought that was it. I thought Matthew Hayden was going to put away Dave Barron. Dave Barron not ready to go down, ladies and gentlemen. He just tries to deliver a headbutt, but Matthew Hayden sees it coming now. Dave Barron now just gets taken down by a clothesline by Matthew Hayden, who now picks Dave Barron back up on his feet here, folks. And Dave Barron trying to send him over the top rope there. As there you see Dave Barron. Dave Barron now picking up Matthew Hayden, bringing him in the hard way, ladies and gentlemen, with a beautiful suplex. Dave Barron really taking it to Matthew Hayden now, folks. As Matthew Hayden, quickly quickly reverses that throw and sends Dave Barron into the corner now. Matthew Hayden on the middle rope, jumping over and just driving Dave Barron down to the mat. But Dave Barron quickly springs up, ladies and gentlemen, and he looks pretty pissed off. But Matthew Hayden now. Matthew Hayden gets thrown right over the top of Dave Barron. There's that strength again. Dave Barron tossing Matthew Hayden around the ring, ladies and gentlemen. As Matthew Hayden now looks to be on Dream Street here, as Dave Barron looks to inflict some punishment as he's trying to get Hayden to tap out here. Hayden is away from the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Barron really cranking on it. But Matthew Hayden with a vicious knee followed by another knee gets out of it, ladies and gentlemen. What an escape by Matthew Hayden, who just drives Dave Barron off and hits him with a stiff right hand, sending him down to the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, what a hell of a matchup between these two superstars. Like I said, the winner of this matchup is going to go to the semifinals to face Dylan Mason. There's another hard task in a big mountain to climb, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Mason is no joke. We've seen what him and Tyler Throne did earlier, and then he injured Tyler Throne. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Mason is a very dangerous man, but so is Matthew Hayden right now as he sees an opportunity since coming to Real Action Wrestling. This is massive for Matthew Hayden, and it's massive for Dave Barron as well. It is massive for whoever wins this tournament. And there you see Matthew Hayden raining down stiff right hands as the referee's making his count here. Matthew Hayden picking up Dave Barron, eyeing him up, and hits a beautiful drop kick to the outside as the referee still makes his count here, folks. These guys might get counted out. I have no idea what's going to happen if that happens. As Matthew Hayden hears him, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Hayden is in the ring right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Hayden sneaking a win here. Matthew Hayden heard the referee, ladies and gentlemen, jumping into the ring before he can hit the 10 count. And Matthew Hayden is moving on to the semifinals against Dylan Mason. What a hell of a matchup. Big congratulations going out to Matthew Hayden as he just pulled a fast one on Dave Barron. That was just pure luck, ladies and gentlemen. Pure luck. Matthew Hayden pulling a fast one over the big man here tonight. I don't know if that was planned, ladies and gentlemen, but if it was, what a smart move on his behalf as Matthew Hayden clinches his spot to the semi-finals. And there you see Matthew Hayden celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. Big, huge congratulations going out to Matthew Hayden as he now advances, ladies and gentlemen. And let's take a look at the semi-finals now. We are going to have Tommy Dyer going against Robbie Cutthroat and Dylan Mason versus Matthew Hayden. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. We still have tons of action here ready for you in Houston, but let's hear from one of our sponsors. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Stand by on 12. 3, 2, 1. Music, mic, cue it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just want to send a special thank you to XVPW for being our sponsor here tonight for the King of the Mountain pay-per-view. Be sure to check them out on YouTube and like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. And here we see Tommy Dyer making his way back down to the ring here, folks, as he defeated Joey Taylor earlier in tonight's contest. And ladies and gentlemen, there you see Tommy Dyer making his way down to the ring full of confidence here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wins this matchup claims the final spot and gets in that main event ladder match to climb up that ladder and grab that briefcase, become the king of the mountain, and earn that World Heavyweight Championship shot whenever you see fit. Ladies and gentlemen, these two superstars know each other so well. Robbie Cutthroat and Tommy Dyer battled just a few short weeks ago on Real Action Wrestling show in your host, and tonight they are going to battle again, but the stakes are high. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the final spot for the King of the Mountain. Just imagine you're going to cement your spot as we patiently await the arrival for Robbie Cutthroat. who also, ladies and gentlemen, got a victory earlier. And as he had to use a steel chair, he had to cheat, ladies and gentlemen. But Robbie Cutthroat made it to the finals right now, ladies and gentlemen, the semi-finals. And he is going against Tommy Dyer as the fans here in Houston. Not a big fan of Robbie Cutthroat. And to be honest with you, I can't blame them. But we are going to see what Robbie Cutthroat has up his sleeve as he's going to go one-on-one with Tommy Dyer here shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are again in front of a sold-out crowd in Houston, Texas. Big things are happening. I mean, we've seen Sean Jackson on the kickoff show, ladies and gentlemen. When you have a guy like that on your roster, anything can happen. We are so thankful to have Sean Jackson signed to Real Action Wrestling. I said it once, I'll say it a million times. You just don't know who's going to come walking through that door at Real Action Wrestling. But one thing is certain, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to find out who is the better man between Robbie Cutthroat and Tommy Dyer. What a hell of a pay-per-view it's been so far. If you are just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Hayden just defeated Dave Barron. And up next, we are going to see him taking on Dylan Mason. And in the end, we are going to see who are the last two standing at the King of the Mountain pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to keep up to date, like and subscribe if you guys already didn't do that to the Real Action Wrestling YouTube page. We are going to have In Your House in a couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Nashville, Tennessee. And also in the month of March, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see our pay-per-view Lockdown. As I'd like to promote that, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the first of many things happening for Real Action Wrestling. As there you see Robbie Cutthroat hitting Tommy Dyer with a vicious clothesline and now celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat is pretty early to think he had this one in the bag. He did the same thing with Ricky Sabbath, but Ricky Sabbath gave him a run for his money earlier, but it just wasn't enough as Robbie Cutthroat did everything he could to put Ricky Sabbath down. Robbie Cutthroat and Tommy Dyer now exchanging blows in the middle of the ring here. Tommy Dyer really firing back, working on that body and head now, landing stiff shots here, as you can hear them from here. As Tommy Dyer now trying to keep this momentum on his side and put away Robbie Cutthroat. As Robbie Cutthroat now getting picked up and dropped down, ladies and gentlemen. There you see Tommy Dyer. What great wrestling shown and being displayed by Tommy Dyer. Tommy Dyer is your wrestler's wrestler, ladies and gentlemen. He is a man that knows many holds and can take you down any given time. And there you see just raining stiff left hands to the face of Robbie Cutthroat. He has a vicious side to him too, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer is not afraid to get a little bit of blood on his hands. As there we see him now going for the cover, looking to put Cutthroat away. We got a 2, but no. Robbie Cutthroat kicking out at 2, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat kicking out at 2 now. Robbie Cutthroat catching his breath. Tommy Dyer in pursuit, but Robbie Cutthroat running away, ladies and gentlemen. There you see Robbie Cutthroat live on your television screen running away, and that is why right there, ladies and gentlemen, just to do anything he could to get the upper hand. I'm going to be completely honest, ladies and gentlemen. There's sometimes I just have no words for a guy like Robbie Cutthroat. I mean, this man cuts corners. He will cheat. He will do whatever it is he can to win. And sometimes I don't have to agree with it, ladies and gentlemen, but a win is a win if you're Robbie Cutthroat. Tommy Dyer going for a cover. We got a 2, but no, Robbie Cutthroat putting his foot on the rope, ladies and gentlemen. You can just see Tommy Dyer looking over as he just trying to put Robbie Cutthroat down here. Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen, just kind of hanging on for dear life there as Tommy Dyer looked to put this one away. Now cranking on the neck of Robbie Cutthroat, just trying to take the pressure, cut to blood loss to the head of Robbie Cutthroat, who is up on 1 foot now, trying to get out of this hold by Tommy Dyer, just driving those elbows into the midsection there. And Tommy Dyer quickly sees him coming and tosses him right over his shoulders, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer seen Robbie Cutthroat coming from a mile away and just tossing him over his head. Great power by Tommy Dyer, who drives that foot into the face of Robbie Cutthroat. Tommy Dyer now getting the fans of Houston fired up. A lot of mixed reactions for Tommy Dyer, ladies and gentlemen. You either love him or you hate him, but you have to admit this man is one hell of a wrestler. Tommy Dyer now stomping on the arm of Robbie Cutthroat. Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen, has been on the end of a vicious assault, but now fires back and hits him with a stiff right hand. Tommy Dyer gets sent over the top rope by a clothesline by Robbie Cutthroat. And there you see Robbie Cutthroat just use the last bit of energy he had, ladies and gentlemen, to pull that move out, just to get a breather from Tommy Dyer. Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen, just driving that stiff arm into the neck, in the face. And now look at this, such disrespect shown by Robbie Cutthroat, just cleaning his boot and shooting dust at Tommy Dyer, ladies and gentlemen. There you see Tommy Dyer now doesn't like that, but quickly gets hit with the turnbuckles. Robbie Cutthroat picking him up and driving him face down to the mat now, folks. Look at Robbie Cutthroat now, just trying to embarrass Tommy Dyer, now slapping him across the head. Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Cutthroat boils my blood, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at this man right here. Just soaking it all up, just basking in the fact that now he is on the upper hand of Tommy Dyer. As Tommy Dyer now getting the life choked out of him by Robbie Cutthroat right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea who is going to move on in this matchup. I mean, this is any man's match for sure. But Tommy Dyer now looking to keep this fight going, breaking out of that hold. Tommy Dyer having Robbie Cutthroat up on his shoulders, but Tommy Dyer quickly gets taken down by Robbie Cutthroat. As there you see him now just celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Cutthroat celebrating at the fact that he pulled a fast one over Tommy Dyer. Robbie Cutthroat looking to fly here, folks, as he's looking to land something now. Jumps off the top rope, but Tommy Dyer sees him coming and quickly reverses it, driving the knee into the back of Robbie Cutthroat. Tommy Dyer now dragging the body of Robbie Cutthroat. He's not making that mistake again. We got a cover. We got a 1, 2, but no! Robbie Cutthroat quickly kicking out, ladies and gentlemen, now rolling to the outside. Robbie Cutthroat quickly rolling to the outside, ladies and gentlemen. And wait just a second. Robbie Cutthroat is just walking away from this one. Are you serious right now? As Tommy Dyer's in hot pursuit, there you see Robbie Cutthroat begging Tommy Dyer to leave him alone. As Tommy Dyer raining stiff right hands into the crowd here, followed by a knee to the midsection. Tommy Dyer is not letting Robbie Cutthroat walk away that quick, ladies and gentlemen. He is just feeding Robbie Cutthroat to the outside here. As Robbie Cutthroat now just throwing Tommy Dyer into that guardrail. Tommy Dyer now on the vicious end of an assault from Robbie Cutthroat, driving the face of Tommy Dyer now running away. There you see Robbie Cutthroat, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking to try to do what Matt Hayden did, maybe win by a count out. Robbie Cutthroat just trying to get back into the ring as the referee continuing to make his count. There you see Robbie Cutthroat. I don't think he knows about Tommy Dyer being so close behind him here. And Tommy Dyer hits a stiff right hand. Tommy Dyer raining stiff right hands into Robbie Cutthroat. Tommy Dyer, ladies and gentlemen. Wait just a minute. The superplex on the top rope, ladies and gentlemen, just driving Robbie Cutthroat down. What a hell of a move as that impacts both superstars. As there you see now, Tommy Dyer continuing this assault. Is Tommy Dyer going to do it, ladies and gentlemen? Tommy Dyer is really taking it to Robbie Cutthroat right now and giving him a taste of his own medicine here. As Tommy Dyer looking to set up Robbie Cutthroat. Ladies and gentlemen, he has him in his sights. Will he hit it? He has him up, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to hit the white privilege pile driver? And he does. Tommy Dyer just landing that pile driver, driving the head of Robbie Cutthroat into the mat, and now dragging Robbie Cutthroat away from the ropes. Is that going to be it, ladies and gentlemen? We got a 1, 2, and 3, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer cements his spot, and he will be in the finals, ladies and gentlemen, to see if he is going to become the king of the mountain. What a hell of a victory for Tommy Dyer, ladies and gentlemen. What a hell of a victory. I mean, that is a big, massive win for Tommy Dyer, and has the opportunity of becoming the first ever real action wrestling king of the mountain after defeating a guy like Robbie Cutthroat. Good for you, Tommy Dyer. Good for you. But you have one hell of an end game, Tommy, because it's going to be either you versus Matthew Hayden or Dylan Mason, and either one of those guys are tough to beat on any given night, ladies and gentlemen. Big congratulations for Tommy Dyer. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Wow, what a big win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Uncut Podcast.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There you've seen another sponsor, the Uncut Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. As Dylan Mason is in the ring and Matthew Hayden just arrived, we are going to see who is going to the finals right now, ladies and gentlemen. Big matchup underway here as Dylan Mason looking to Looking to work on that midsection of Matthew Hayden there. Took a stiff shot to the stomach, followed by another stiff shot to the stomach. And Dylan Mason, boom, just hits him right in the face with a kick, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Mason delivering a vicious kick to the forehead of Matthew Hayden, as Matthew Hayden looks to repay the favor and gives him a beautiful neck breaker. Matthew Hayden not going to take that laying down, ladies and gentlemen. He is this close, he can almost taste it, of who is going to become the final guy to go to the finals here in this King of the Mountain tournament, where Tommy Dyer awaits his opponent, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing about it is whoever wins this matchup has to stay in the ring, as Tommy Dyer's in the back getting a little bit of a breather, as Matthew Hayden just drags the body of Dylan Mason across the ring, looking to end it here early. We got not even a 1 count, ladies and gentlemen. I knew that was not going to be enough to keep a guy like Dylan Mason down, who continues to work on that midsection. Every superstar tonight, ladies and gentlemen, seemed like they picked a limb and tried to wear down their opponents. And in some cases tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it worked. It really and truly worked. As Matthew Hayden gets shot off the ropes now, but he lands a stiff right hand to the face of Dylan Mason. Dylan Mason gets tossed over the top rope by a beautiful clothesline by Matthew Hayden. Matthew Hayden not playing around in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, as these two superstars battle to the outside. As Matthew Hayden delivers a kick, tries to go for a kick to the midsection, but Dylan Mason sees it coming and delivers a kick of his own right to the face of Matthew Hayden. That forehead of Matthew Hayden really taking a pounding as he's driven into the steel stairs. As there you see Dylan Mason now catching his breath inside the ring, trying to get at Matthew Hayden, as the referee just breaking it up, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get Matthew Hayden back to his feet. The referee's trying to call this one as fair as he can, right down the middle, for this is a pretty big matchup, ladies and gentlemen. As there you see Dylan Mason getting tossed into the ropes, but no, Dylan Mason quickly gets out of the way, as Matthew Hayden had bad intentions on his mind, as he just drives the neck and the arm of Dylan Mason into the mat. Matthew Hayden now really cranking on that neck, ladies and gentlemen, of the sold-out crowd in Houston, Texas here tonight. Matthew Hayden now continuing to work on that neck, as Dylan Mason has enough of that and gets up and applies a headlock of his own here. Both superstars continuing to battle as Matthew Hayden looking to deliver a neck breaker, and he does. Beautiful neck breaker by Matthew Hayden. Matthew Hayden now trying to set up something. Matthew Hayden goes for the kick, but Dylan Mason sees it coming and kicks him in the forehead again, and this one split him. This one most definitely split Matt Hayden open. Yep, there you see the blood, ladies and gentlemen, just pouring down the head of Matthew Hayden. It was only a matter of time, and Dylan Mason looks to capitalize and kicks him in the head yet again. Dylan Mason showing no remorse, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, as he injured Tyler Throne earlier, and he looks to do the same to Matthew Hayden here tonight. I mean, Dylan Mason wants to become the first ever King of the Mountain as well, just as like anybody else, but he's going to have to get through Matthew Hayden, who gets a boost of energy there. Matthew Hayden now looking to fly, I think, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to the top rope here. Matthew Hayden, will he make it? Comes down with the elbow, but no, Dylan Mason quick to get out of the way. He looked to land that elbow drop. Dylan Mason hits it with a beautiful enziguri. Dylan Mason tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Both superstars absolutely on fire, deserve to be where they're at here tonight, as this tournament is definitely a brutal one and is hard on everybody's body. As Dylan Mason looking to return the favor, looking to fly himself, ladies and gentlemen, as he leaps off and he lands. Dylan Mason lands the splash, going for the cover. We got a 1, 2, but no, that's enough for Matthew Hayden to kick out, ladies and gentlemen, as Dylan Mason continues to work on that neck. Dylan Mason here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, really showing a true side to himself here tonight. Dylan Mason has proved that he is one of the most vicious superstars on the roster and will do anything and everything to win, as there you see him delivering another stiff kick to the forehead of Matthew Hayden, followed by a stiff forearm now. Dylan Mason now continuing to try to connect with that forearm as Matthew Hayden now just takes a shot. As Dylan Mason continues to work on that cut, blow after blow to that cut of Matthew Hayden. Looking to open it up here, folks. As there you see Matthew Hayden on Dream Street, but no! Maybe he was just playing a little possum there. As Matthew Hayden now delivering that neck breaker again. Matthew Hayden really trying to land this one here, folks. As there you see Matthew Hayden, the fatigue on Matthew Hayden as he gets to the top rope, but Dylan Mason gets back to his feet. Matthew Hayden drives the elbow, but no, Dylan Mason sees him coming. Dylan Mason gets out of the way. And now Irish whips Matthew Hayden into the corner, but Matthew Hayden lifts the elbow and hits it right in the jaw of Dylan Mason now. As Matthew Hayden takes down Dylan Mason, now working on the leg of Dylan Mason. Good move by Matthew Hayden. Matthew Hayden really looking to land a top rope maneuver here, folks, as he is looking now, ladies and gentlemen. He's at the top. He's getting this crowd here tonight, Houston, and they're on their feet, but then Dylan Mason moves again. Dylan Mason moving out of the way here, folks. Dylan Mason getting some momentum and driving the feet into the face again of Matthew Hayden. My God. The abuse on Matthew Hayden's face, ladies and gentlemen. As there you see Dylan Mason now. Matthew Hayden just driving him into the mat. Good move. Good move by Matthew Hayden as he gets the crowd here in Houston fired up here, folks. Driving the foot into the back. And wait just a minute here, folks. Robbie Cutthroat is seen coming out as Matthew Hayden is just confused of why Robbie Cutthroat is out here right now. And Robbie Cutthroat's going to attack Dylan Mason. But no! Wait just a minute! He's attacking Matthew Hayden! Wait just a minute as the referee calls for the bell. Matthew Hayden's the winner. Robbie Cutthroat just screwed Dylan Mason. Oh my God, as Robbie Cutthroat rolled out of the ring there. There you see Dylan Mason and Robbie Cutthroat having words as Robbie Cutthroat just screwed Dylan Mason, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, as the bad blood continues between them two. But up next, we're going to see Matthew Hayden and Tommy Dyer. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Hayden got stitched up by the doctor right away before this matchup continues. As now we are in the finals of whoever leaves here will become the king of the mountain, ladies and gentlemen. All the chips are on the table. Someone is leaving with an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship, and someone's leaving the new king of the mountain for Real Action Wrestling. As there you see Tommy Dyer working on the face of Matthew Hayden. You see, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Hayden was split open in the last matchup. And during our commercial, we had our medics come down and kind of like stitch him back together a little bit so he can continue this matchup against Tommy Dyer. But Tommy Dyer definitely has an advantage as Matthew Hayden literally just finished a match with Dylan Mason, who was screwed out of his possibility of becoming the king of the mountain by Robbie Cutthroat. As our referee declared Matthew Hayden the winner. I mean, you got to give it to Robbie Cutthroat. It was actually a pretty smart move by doing that to Dylan Mason, but at the same time, it's a really bad move. I mean, imagine screwing over a guy like Dylan Mason. No, thank you. But I cannot wait to see what happens between them two, but I cannot wait to see who leaves here tonight. Houston, the king of the mountain, is Matthew Hayden really going to work on Tommy Dyer right now. And there you see Matthew Hayden trying to line up Tommy Dyer, folks, getting him back to his feet here. I mean, you got to give it to Matt Hayden. He had one hell of a run through this tournament here tonight, folks. And after just winning against Dylan Mason, has to fight a guy like Tommy Dyer. I mean, wow. As Tommy Dyer now looking to work on the limb, working on the arm of Matthew Hayden here. Tommy Dyer now trying to get Matthew Hayden back up to his feet. It's Tommy Dyer picking him up and driving the knee into the lower back of Matthew Hayden. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Hayden's body must feel like he was in an absolute car wreck. I know one thing. He definitely shows the heart of a warrior. I do not know how he can continue after the matchups he had here tonight. As Tommy Dyer continues to wear down Matthew Hayden. Matthew Hayden rolling out of the ring here, just trying to catch his breath. As Matthew Hayden's now on the apron. Tommy Dyer bringing him in the ring with a hip toss over the top rope now. As Tommy Dyer now just kicking Matthew Hayden in the face, trying to open that cut back up, ladies and gentlemen. As Matthew Hayden quickly gets brought back to his feet here, Tommy Dyer lands a stiff right hand again, followed by an elbow to the face, followed by another stiff right, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer now boxing Matt Hayden. Hayden really on the other end of a beating here right now as Tommy Dyer working on that lower back and now celebrating, ladies and gentlemen, as the Houston crowd just looks on as this is the main event of the evening. This is the end of the King of the Mountain. And one of these superstars are going to hold their head up high and be called the King of the Mountain for the rest of the year, followed by an opportunity in that briefcase at a Real Action Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. As we've seen on night one, ladies and gentlemen, Casey Moran retaining, beating Crimson Wolf, as he had a little bit of help there by the Beast, who came from underneath the ring and attacked Crimson Wolf. So whoever wins this matchup will get a future shot at him, ladies and gentlemen, as Tommy Dyer just hits a beautiful clothesline, driving Matthew Hayden down to the mat, as Tommy Dyer now rolls out of the ring here, folks. Tommy Dyer now just kind of circling like a shark, ladies and gentlemen, now taking out another ladder, as Matthew Hayden, hot on his heels here, tries to drive the ladder into the face of Matthew Hayden, but Matthew Hayden quickly takes that candy away from the baby and takes him back into the ring here. As Tommy Dyer looking underneath the ring. Tommy Dyer has something on his mind here, folks. I don't know what it is, but Tommy Dyer is looking for something. Now, Tommy Dyer, look at him, ladies and gentlemen, just playing with Matthew Hayden. as Tommy Dyer has a different way about him, ladies and gentlemen. As Matthew Hayden looking to take down that briefcase, and Tommy Dyer has other plans, as there you see him working on the legs of Matthew Hayden. Tommy Dyer now working on the legs, as he now just hits Matthew Hayden in the lower back now. Tommy Dyer now just power bombing Matthew Hayden off that ladder. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer rolling to the outside of the ring here. Tommy Dyer, ladies and gentlemen, pulling that ladder, another ladder into the ring. Now Tommy Dyer looking underneath that ring, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Hayden hot on his heels, and this gets a hit with a chair shot. Matthew Hayden is busted open yet again. Matthew Hayden's cut has now reopened, ladies and gentlemen, and Tommy Dyer is looking to take advantage. Tommy Dyer is at the top of the ladder right now, trying to pull down that briefcase. Is Tommy Dyer going to leave the King of the Mountain? He is tugging and pulling, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer can taste it. It's at the tip of his fingers now, as Tommy Dyer continuing to pull on that briefcase. Tommy Dyer still pulling on that briefcase, but here's Matthew Hayden to put that fire out, ladies and gentlemen, as he just drives the fist into the midsection here. Wait just a minute, Matthew Hayden, what are you planning on doing? Matthew Hayden jumping up and just driving him, and Tommy Dyer down. Matthew Hayden landing on that ladder, but that was his only option, ladies and gentlemen, putting his body on the line. What a move by Matthew Hayden. Oh my God. What a move by Matthew Hayden, pulling out all the stops. Whether he was going to land on a ladder or not, he did not care, as Matthew Hayden now tugging and pulling on that briefcase, going to become the King of the Mountain here. As there you see, there Matthew Hayden, he is almost there, ladies and gentlemen, as he's trying to unhook it. But Tommy Dyer quick to get to the top of the ladder, now driving the face of Matthew Hayden into the ladder. Now tossing Matthew Hayden off. Oh my God. Tommy Dyer now having second thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Wants to make sure Matthew Hayden is going to stay down, just driving that knee into the midsection. Oh my God. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. If your heart rate is not up right now, I don't know what's going to do it. I mean, both of these superstars were just a grasp away before coming the King of the Mountain, as Tommy Dyer now setting up that ladder to the outside of the ring here. Tommy Dyer, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Matthew Hayden and Tommy Dyer both getting opportunity to become the King of the Mountain, as it just hangs above here. It hangs in the balance, ladies and gentlemen. The big opportunity is in that briefcase, as there you see Matthew Hayden getting pumped up for the crowd here tonight. Matthew Hayden, ladies and gentlemen, picking up Tommy Dyer, looking to get some steam here, but no, Irish whips Dyer into the ropes and just hits Dyer. I'm pretty sure the momentum and the power just split Tommy Dyer's head wide open. And yes, he is bleeding here tonight, folks, as you can see the lifeless body of Tommy Dyer. Matthew Hayden picking him up, now driving the elbow into the face. Tommy Dyer is leaking bad, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer is split wide open. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Both superstars covered in blood. What a way to finish the King of the Mountain, as Matthew Hayden's looking to fly here. Matthew Hayden putting his body on the line yet again. Matthew Hayden's flying, but Dyer gets out of the way. Dyer gets out of the way. Matthew Hayden driving himself face first into that ladder, but gets back to his feet here. The adrenaline going through these superstars' body is absolutely unfit, as Matthew Hayden tossing Dyer over again. Matthew Hayden climbing to the top of that ladder. What is Hayden thinking here? No, Matt. No. No, Hayden. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank God. Thank God Hayden had second thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Wait just a minute. He's going back to the top rope again. Matthew Hayden looking to line up Tommy Dyer. And Tommy Dyer moves again. Tommy Dyer moving again. Oh, my God, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe it. Tommy Dyer looking to end this, folks, climbing up that ladder, as he has it at the end of his fingertips, ladies and gentlemen. But Matthew Hayden has other plans as he continues this assault on Tommy Dyer. Matthew Hayden not letting Dyer's tire just fall all the way down to the hardwood mat here. Matthew Hayden picking up Dyer back to his feet, launching him into the turnbuckle here. Matthew Hayden and Tommy Dyer continuing to do battle, as wait just a minute here, folks. Tommy Dyer has him up with the white privilege pile driver. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer just connected with the white privilege pile driver, just spiking the head of Matthew Hayden into the mat, and Tommy Dyer looking to go for it again, ladies and gentlemen. What is Tommy Dyer thinking here, folks? Matthew Hayden quick to fight him off. Quick to fight him off now, Matthew Hayden. Matthew Hayden picking up Tommy Dyer right now. Picking up Tommy Dyer, driving him with the jackhammer. That's the move that put him away in Matt Hayden's debut. That's the move that he used to put away his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, as Matthew Hayden is making the climb to the top, ladies and gentlemen. Is Matthew Hayden going to do it here tonight? Is it going to be for the fans here in Houston? Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Hayden seconds away from becoming the king of the mountain. Oh my God, but Dyer's back to his feet. Dyer is back to his feet, just plugging away at Matthew Hayden, trying to drive him down to the canvas. Tommy Dyer just throwing shot after shot, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer picking him up and power bombing Matthew Hayden. Oh my God, Matthew Hayden had it. He had it. As Tommy Dyer now looking to fly here. Tommy Dyer driving the knee into the throat of Matthew Hayden. Oh my God. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute here, folks. Tommy Dyer with it in his hands. Tommy Dyer. And Tommy Dyer does it, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Dyer is your 2022 King of the Mountain, ladies and gentlemen. He has earned an opportunity at a World Heavyweight Championship, and he is crowned the King of the Mountain. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to end this show here in Houston, Texas. My hat is off to Matthew Hayden, ladies and gentlemen. He tried everything he could. He had it in his grasp, but Tommy Dyer just sealed the deal, ladies and gentlemen, and took out Matthew Hayden. That's all the time we have for you tonight, folks. Thanks for watching King of the Mountain. Until next time, we'll see you here at Real Action Wrestling.
Danger, danger. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tommy Dyer. Look at you, buddy. Living the dream. Now, I know you must be thinking what just about half the roster is thinking right now, and that is, what in the blue hell is Rob Roman doing here? And it's very simple. Give me a second. Go ahead, honey. Bring that over. You'll have to excuse me for a second. You see, as I frivolously pop bottle after bottle of something so expensive that you only ever order it by the glass, I sit up here in the skybox soaking it all up, getting a bird's eye view of what's going down in the place to be. God damn, that's good. Now, Tommy, you might be in possession of a contract that grants you a world championship match at a time of your choosing. And for that, I applaud you. Living the dream. Good for you, guy. But what I'm doing here is quite simple. I was invited here. I was invited to consider an offer that was given to me months ago. And I wasn't sure whether I was going to sign on the dotted line or not. But since this place knows how to treat a guy, I think it's time. I think it's time that I did sign on that dotted line. Because while you might be aiming at that world championship, you got that contract that you're going to hold tight. While you're watching the World Heavyweight Champion, remember, Tommy, I am watching you. I'm watching you all, because I am sick and tired of every time I turn on wrestling programming, I have to listen and see everybody spit the same old propaganda, the same old rhetoric, time and time again, beating a dead horse. I've listened to you all talk about how you're the man. I've listened to you talk about how you're sadistic and the most dangerous son of a bitches in the game. I've listened to you talk about how you've wined and dined with kings and queens and feasted on, what was it, pork and beans? I've heard it all. I've heard all of that same bullshit, that tired act, rinse, lather, repeat, time and time again. All the way back to the days of Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, all the way up to Roman Reigns and John Cena. And let me tell you something about Rob Roman. Something that you better never ever forget in your entire pathetic fucking life. And that is, I would rather be 1 cent on the dollar than to ever be considered a dime a dozen like all of you. Now, I got something ironclad in my contract. So Tommy, I want you to remember, while you're sitting there clutching that contract and you're watching the world champion, you just remember, Tommy, I'm watching you. Because anytime I decide to shit in your cereal and rain on your parade, I will, in fact, do so. Because I'm going to be a world champion a lot sooner than you. Or maybe I'll just sit back and pick my spot. Steal your thunder when the time arises. I don't know, the possibilities are endless. But it's time that I signed on that dotted line. I am here, and I am here to do what a superstar of my caliber does. And that is be the goddamn GOAT of this business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to get back to partying here in this skybox, so get the fuck out.